Hey there, everybody. Onurubu here. And immediately we are being told that the AB gate is opened because Dio is an impatient piece of shit and this is the closest not the closest, the quickest he's ever opened one of these fucking things. An Ambidex gate has been opened. Fuck
45 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Okay, cool. What the hell?
Somebody else must have opened one of the AB rooms.
I wonder who could have been, hey? I really do wonder who it could have been. Why would they do that? Because they're part of a cult trying to kill us all? Well, we should probably be heading back anyway. I headed for the door.
Wait!
Clover's voice stopped me. What is it? I turned to see her pointing toward the wall with the treatment pods.
The screen, it changed.
What is with this creepy-ass music? What?
The screen on the pod's monitor thingy.
Oh yeah, it says recent operational records. I stepped closer and began to read. What it said was interesting. Currently treating one subject. That one subject had to be Quark. This was the pod we'd put him into after all. I read on. 0748, one subject released. 0806, one subject successfully restored. 0816, cold sleep mode disengaged. Beginning restoration of one subject. All prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. Why can't I speak today, dude? My tongue feels like it's doing twisters in my fucking mouth. I don't know what's wrong with me. I checked on the other pods. They were all the same. 0748, one subject release, yeah. I thought they were talking about the trees. I really thought they were talking about the trees, like these were one subject released, one subject successfully restored. I thought they were talking about the trees that we did, and like, to get the cards out of them. But no, is this about reviving us? As in, like, us, the people who are doing the Nonary game now. There's three pods, where there are three of us each in each pod. I guess K and Quark had to share one because he's the biggest, so you'd have to have the smallest. So K, Quark, I don't know who's smaller between Phi and Clover. I think it's Clover? Probably. Whoa, what is all this?
I think it's saying that about 8 hours ago, somebody in this pod woke up from cold sleep.
But wait, if we're assuming that... Okay, so let's say we're assuming Luna knows about this pandemic and Excelivir and shit like that, so she is born in this post-apocalyptic world, okay. Luna is born in the post-apocalyptic world. Let's say K is also from this world. Let's just say Quark and Tenmyoji, let's say, are from this world, so that's 4 out of 5. Dio is, let's say, from this world. I mean, not 4 out of 5, that means 4 versus 5. That's 5 versus 4. The people were left with are Phi, Sigma, Clover, and Alice as the only 3 people that are in these pods. Okay. If Phi, Sigma, and Clover were each in one, and Alice was, you know, because she has Ice 9 instead of water in her body, she could just be put in like a fridge or something. Yeah, okay, so Tenmyoji and Quark are from the post-apocalyptic world. They weren't woken up from cold sleep. They weren't woken up from cold sleep. What's it called? Luna is also from the post-apocalyptic world. Dio that's confirmed. At least with the information we have so far, you know? They could pull a twist right at the end and say this was all a lie, but I'm just treating the information I have so far as true. And then who was the last one? K. We don't know anything about K. But yeah, other than that, yeah, one treatment pod for each, and Alice is a special case, I guess. I'm just trying to make sense of what's happening.
Well, 3 people actually. 1 for each pod. They all say the same thing, see?
That's before we all woke up, huh? I mean, it hasn't even been 8 hours yet.
Yeah.
So 3 pod people could be the 3 of us. So the 3 pod people could be 3 of us. They could have been captured earlier. Don't know how much earlier. Then they were thawed out 8 hours ago and carried into the AB rooms.
Yeah, that seems reasonable. I really don't think there'd be anyone else in here besides the 9 of us. Well, I guess it's actually the 10 of us, huh?
With the old lady. Yeah, if you count the old woman we found, then it would be 10, wouldn't it? Because Dio's an outsider. So, who are the 3 pod people?
Don't ask me. How am I supposed supposed to know that?
I think I have a pretty, well, not pretty good. I have an okay theory about who they were. I think it's me, Fi, and Clover here. Yeah, I think the 3 pod people were me, Fi, and Clover.
All it says is subject. A, that's creepy. B, it doesn't tell us anything about who they might have been.
Doesn't say when they were put into the cold sleep either.
And this bit, where it says, all prior records have been erased. Authorization admin. That seems pretty suspicious to me.
I wonder why they wouldn't just write the time, though.
What?
Well, you said it yourself, the log says 8 hours ago, not like 9:15 AM. Those minus signs have to mean this far in the past. Who would ever write time like that?
Yeah, that is weird.
Maybe Zero Senior doesn't want us to know what the actual time is. Please get this laser out of my face. Even if they're fake, lasers in eyes really make me anxious. They really, really do. I hate when people joke around with lasers. I used to love lasers as a kid, but I don't know, I'm terrified. I think I have a phobia of lasers. I think I genuinely do. So I'm holding the controller in front of my face so I can't see this laser in my eyes.
Why not?
Hell if I know. Speaking of things I don't know, why did the stuff suddenly show up? It seems like whatever it was that triggered this activated as soon as we opened the door to leave.
Wouldn't that mean Zero Senior set it up to work that way?
Yeah, but why? That's what I'm asking. What reason would he have to do that?
Maybe he wanted us to see the records.
Okay, cool. I believe that. I actually believe that he wanted us to see it, but what the fuck information do we get from this? All the stuff this guy does is fucking cryptic as hell. I don't know what the hell he wants from us. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Perhaps, but he deleted a bunch of the data. Why?
Could it all be a trick?
Have a nice trick? A trick?
All of these records are fake. Zero Senior just set it up to mess with us.
Maybe, that's still a possibility, as I said. None of this Radical 6 stuff has to necessarily be true. People just need to be in on it and lying to us about it. I mean, in fucking 999, the whole game we were told we were on a sinking ship. And in the end of the game, we find out we're in the middle of the fucking desert in an underground research facility. I mean, testing facility. So you're saying this was just a joke?
Well, I can't say for sure, but it seems possible, right?
No, it doesn't make sense.
Well, let's ask somebody else. Maybe they can think of something.
Yeah, you're right. The AB gates have opened, we need to be heading back to the warehouse anyway.
Yeah, and we need to tell everyone what happened with Quark.
We double-checked that Quark was alright in his pod, then hurried out of the treatment center. Dun, 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 dun. Warehouse B time? Yep, Warehouse B. Is this another warehouse?
It looks just like the other one. Hey, could you show me that map? Yeah, I thought so. This one is right under the floor A warehouse.
So it is.
Oh, are those?
Those doors are white.
And there are 3 of them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look.
I knew it. These are chromatic doors. See? They've got a little box right next to them, just like the others.
So these are the 3rd round chromatic doors, huh? I guess we'll be coming back here pretty soon.
Yeah, well, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
We both have 6 BP right now.
Yeah, that's true.
We're
so?
a pair, right?
Oh, okay. That's interesting. If I betray Quark, I get the Clover ending. I get to go outside with Clover? That seems fucking interesting. Okay, cool.
And
Yeah.
who's our opponent?
Quark.
Exactly. But he's in the pod right now, so...
If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
You aren't saying we should pick Betray, are
Weren't
you?
you planning to? I thought that was why you were okay with option C when we were making the groups.
No, that's not. I just thought that with Quark's condition I'd be able to choose ally and not to worry about get betrayed.
Oh, come on. You don't need to lie to me. We're partners. That means we share the same destiny.
I'm not fucking lying
So
to you.
let's not hide anything from each other, okay?
I'm not hiding anything.
Wait, you're serious?
Yes.
You were really going to pick ally? Whoa, hold on a second there. We might not get another chance like this. Let's say we ally and get up to 8 points. We don't know if we'll be able to get any points next round. For all we know, there might not even be a next round. There are 3 other people with 6 BP, right? Dio, K, and Phi.
Look, Dio... Okay, I was gonna say Dio's the only one I'm worried about in that list. That is a lie. I'm worried about Dio and K in that list. I'm worried about both of them. Both those fuckers. Because K, even though I don't think he's a bad person, he is very fine with just leaving us all to die in here.
What do you think's going to happen if one of them gets 9 points this round?
If Phi gets it, she's gonna sit her ass down and stay put. If Dio gets it, he's leaving us and fucking betraying all of us. If K gets it, he's also leaving us and fucking betraying all of us. That's not going to happen.
Why not?
Phi and Luna are playing against 10 Myoji. He's only got 1 BP left, though I really don't think they'd pick Betray. If 10 Myoji picked Ally, they'd kill him. Same goes for Dio. He's playing against Alice and K, and Alice's BP...
No! Don't even think about that!
I agree, but her BP is the same as 10 Myoji, so unless Dio's willing to kill... unless Dio's willing to kill someone, he won't be able to get his BP to 9. Okay, I'm sorry if that coughing was obnoxious, it's just... that sentence just gave me an allergic reaction. Unless Dio's willing to kill someone.
Then Alice has to vote Betray.
Yeah, that is generally the best defensive
But
choice.
if Dio chooses Ally, then K would have 9 BP.
Yeah.
Jeez. Well, it's just like I said then. If K gets 9 BP, then there won't be a third AB
You see,
game.
this problem could be easily solved if K just got 9 BP and just sat his ass down and waited for everybody else to catch up to him, and then we could literally all leave as a group. Well, that's not necessarily the case.
So it's over when someone gets 9 BP. No.
So you think that K will stay here? Even if he gets enough points to leave?
As long as that person doesn't open the number 9 door, the game goes on. No, I do not think K will do that, because he's already betrayed me like 3 fucking times. No, K is a betraying piece of shit. Dio's a betraying piece of shit. That's literally his goal in this game. K, I think, is just misguided. I want to still trust K. Even, I don't know, maybe that's wrong, but I want to trust K. Is K 0? Is K 0? Is K gonna be the guy in that fucking... Is K gonna be the guy in the hologram? Bruh, I just thought of that randomly. Anyway, I don't know, but it's possible.
No, it's not.
Well, we can think about how we're going to vote later. For now, we need to get back to the others. There's a couple things I've got to do when we get back.
Fine.
Okay, back to floor A then. Let's move. I turned and headed for the exit. After a few moments, I heard Clover's footsteps following behind me.
Clover. Oh, thank goodness you're back.
Yep.
Are we the last ones?
Yes.
Hey, where's Quark?
Temyoji's expression was furious, and from the way he was stomping toward me, I felt like I only had a few seconds before I was on the ground with his hands around my neck. I explained what had happened with Quark and I explained what had happened with Quark and the pods as quickly as I could.
So are these pod things really safe?
Probably.
Probably?
No, they're definitely safe. It's fine.
Are they safe or aren't they? Look, I'm just worried about him, alright? Can you take me to this treatment center, Clover?
Uh,
Don't worry, we've still got 20 minutes left. Plenty of time to go have a look and come back.
Okay. Come on then.
As soon as she finished, she was off. Tenmyoji followed her at her heels, and in the blink of an eye, they were gone out the magenta door. Alright, you guys got some splaining to do.
I beg your pardon?
You opened the AB gates before Clover and I got back, didn't you? I want to know why the hell you'd go and do something like that.
Sigma, take a look.
As she spoke, Phi gestured toward the line of AB rooms. Only one was open.
It's not like we opened them all up.
So you're saying only one person or one pair jumped the gun here?
Yes.
Well then, who was it? Dio!
I opened it.
So it was you, I figured as much.
It's not really a big deal, okay? I mean, you came right back.
Yes, Dio, it is a big deal.
Why? If you hadn't made it back by the deadline, you'd have just defaulted to Ally.
No, not just. Are you telling me you didn't know? Didn't you find one of those notes?
What?
We found this in the treatment center.
There was no such thing in the pressure exchange chamber.
I didn't see one in the pantry either.
This is the first time we're bringing these rules up, okay. Huh? Well, whatever. You should really probably read it, though.
Here are some more AB game rules for you. Not voting is not a option. If both parties refuse to vote, then every bunny gets penalized. In other words, one person out of every color group of 3 has to vote.
You get it now? If we hadn't gotten back in time, Clover, Quark, and I could have died. And you just...
Alright, I get it. Sorry. Cut me some slack though, man. I didn't know.
So you wouldn't have opened the gate if you did?
Of course I wouldn't have.
Fucking liar!
What the hell, bro?
What the hell to you? I've seen what you've done, bro. I've seen in all these timelines the shit you pull, dude. I hate you.
You said the room you went into was a treatment center, right?
Yeah.
If they treat people there, I'd think they'd have shelves of medicine and stuff. Did you find any Excelavir?
No, it's not really that kind of place. It's just had those pods and that was it. Besides, if we found anything to cure Radical 6, we wouldn't have put Quark in the pod.
I see. Can the pod cure Radical 6?
Nope, unfortunately.
How do you know that?
Oh, well, it said so on the screen next to the pod. Something about how it can provide relief from the symptoms, but it can't actually cure the disease. That's better than nothing, though. Oh, right. There's one more thing about the pods I should tell you. As quickly as I could, I explained what the records had said about the pod's occupants and their cold sleep.
Cold sleep?
Are you suggesting that 3 of us were, until recently, cryogenically frozen?
Yes. You can trust what we read, yeah.
Which of us are the pod people then?
Me, Phi, and Clover? I don't know, that's what I'm saying. I didn't say who they were or even when they were frozen. It didn't say who they were or when they were frozen.
So this cold sleep, that means they basically froze the body solid, right? Not like how a bear or something hibernates where it just slows way down.
Nope. Yeah, I think so.
So what would happen to the heart? Wouldn't
what?
it stop when you were put into a cold sleep?
Your heart stops. Your bracelet comes off.
That's why fucking Quark's bracelet was off. Oh, so if we go into cold sleep, our bracelets would come off.
Then we can just defrost ourselves right away.
You said there were 3 pods, right?
We'd only need to do it 3 times for the 9 of us.
Uh-huh.
I imagine that will work for you, but perhaps not so much for me.
The armor.
Don't worry. I'm sure we'll figure something out. We should go have a look at any rate. We'll be able to come up with a plan once we know more.
Of course.
This sounds so cool. Yeah, let's fucking do this shit. Dio, please don't mess this up for us.
What? What do you mean the cold sleep function doesn't work?
I'm sorry.
You don't have anything to apologize for, Luna. Zero Senior must have just locked it down.
But when Clover and I were here, it worked.
Yeah, I remember checking it.
Then that bastard set this up. Oh, that's low.
It is not pleasant, but consider this. We have seen how thorough Zero is. Would he really have left such an obvious loophole?
Maybe I shouldn't have said anything. If Zero Jr. heard me, he could have shut it off.
Whatever the case, it is an unfortunate outcome.
Unfortunate? Really? You sure? Aren't you just a little bit relieved? After all, we were gonna get our bracelets off while you were stuck with yours.
How could you say that? I would never be so petty as...
4K could finish, the announcer's voice echo through the facility. 5 minutes? 10 minutes?
10 minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go close. Let's go fucking vote, boys.
All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Time's running out. We should get back, guys.
I'm staying here. I can't leave Quark.
Are you nuts, old man? You're a solo. Luna and Phi could kill you.
Yeah, I know. I've only got one BP.
Exactly. If you don't vote, you'll default to ally. All they have to do is pick Betray.
We won't. You staying here won't change our vote.
Right. We always intended to choose ally. Tenmyoji staying here is just another reason for us to stick to that plan.
Luna has the same number of BP as you, Tenmyoji. Normally, the safe plan would be to choose Betray. Since you will be unable to betray them, then Phi and Luna can choose to ally without worrying about their own points.
Yes.
Well, there you go. I trust Phi and Luna. I'm sure they'll choose ally.
Sounds good. Okay then, Tenmyoji, you take care of Quark.
You think I need you to tell me that?
Dude, fuck
I
you!
won't take my eyes off him for a minute.
Come on, we don't have much time left. We need to go.
Back at the Floor A warehouse, we open the AB rooms.
Four minutes remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
Alright, Clover. We should probably head in too.
Okay.
See what happens in here. I'm voting ally, bro.
Sigma, do you remember what I said back in the other warehouse?
I am voting ally. I'm going down the left. We're gonna get a bad ending because somebody's gonna betray us. And then I'll vote betray and get the Clover ending, okay? Is that a plan? We got that straight? I'm going ally and then betray. Cool, there we go. Yeah, you told me we should betray Quark since we might not get another chance like this.
Yeah.
Right?
Can I, take that back?
Huh?
I changed my mind a little bit after talking to Tenmyoji. I think we should choose ally.
Hey, that's more than just a little bit. That's like something... That's like someone trading in a Shih Tzu for a German Shepherd. What the hell happened with you two? Did he say something to you?
I can't tell you.
Did he tell you you're Did he tell you that he's Junpei? What? Why?
I just can't. You'd laugh if I did anyway.
Did he tell you that he's Junpei? I won't laugh.
Really?
Yes. Promise.
Well, I still can't tell you.
Hey, come on.
I promised. I told Tenmyoji I wouldn't tell anybody.
Okay, cool. Alright, fine. I won't ask about it again. But Tenmyoji doesn't really have anything to do with this, right? Our opponent is Quark.
No, he does matter. Quark is really important to Tenmyoji. If we betray Quark, we're betraying Tenmyoji. Come on, don't you remember? When we were going into the red, blue, and green doors, Tenmyoji said something.
I didn't say there wasn't anyone I trusted. There's one person, Clover. I just know that you'll keep him safe.
I can't betray somebody who'd say that about me.
You seem pretty ready to betray him back on floor B.
That's because I didn't know who he was.
Oh, so you're saying you know who Tenmyoji really is?
Well, if what he told me was true, yeah.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Please, choose Ally.
You aren't going to try and vote yourself?
If I try, you'll just throw me off, right? I don't think I'm strong enough to fight you.
Yep.
So...
You are quicker than me, though. If you try to fight me, I think I can beat you, but if you have enough space, I think I'm not landing a single fucking hit on you. You'll beat me through speed. Why is your blinking weird like that? Why is your head twitching like that? Look at her head's gonna twitch now. Ah, stop! Okay, stop scaring me, I'll do what you want. Alright. That I turned to face the voting machine. The question was, what would I do? Ally or betray? Just as Clover had said, betraying Quark was like betraying Tenmyoji. I wasn't even taking into consideration that Quark was just a kid. And he was infected with a deadly disease that would almost certainly kill him if we didn't do something. How could I betray someone like that? Only a monster would take advantage of a helpless child for their own gain. Yeah, a monster that's gonna do that in this timeline. Not now. On the other hand, what Clover had said in the warehouse on floor B was true. It was unlikely that I'd get a chance like this again. If I chose betray, and then I'd have 9 BP, I'd be able to escape this godforsaken hellhole.
10 seconds remain until Ambidex game polling closes.
So what would my choice be? What would I do? Ally or betray? I chose...
3, 2, 1.
Ally.
Round 2. Result. Thank you, Ambidex.
Let's go.
What did you choose, Sigma?
Didn't see me push the button?
No.
Huh. Well, you'll know in a moment. Let's go. I gave her a light pat on the shoulder and we headed toward the wall where the results would be displayed. Tenmyoji here.
Results from round 2 of the Ambidex game will now be displayed. Please direct your attention to the results screen.
Tenmyoji isn't here. Betray, obvious. Ally, obvious. Ally.
Points have been assigned or subtracted accordingly. Please check your bracelet to see your updated bracelet points.
So you chose Ally, huh?
Yeah, Quark is sick, a kid, and unable to vote. I couldn't bring myself to betray someone like that.
Thank you.
No need to thank me. I only did what anyone would have. So you guys chose Ally too, huh?
Of course. Tenmyoji had only 1 BP left, and he was guaranteed to vote Ally.
So wait, I'm assuming now that this is gonna be an extended timeline. If it is an extended timeline, like some part of me wants to just go back and do the betray option right now. I'll just keep going. I'll just do it naturally. I'll do what I always do. Just reach the end of this timeline and then go back. I'm not gonna do any weird shit.
So there's no way we could betray somebody in that position.
If we had, then he'd...
Yeah, you didn't have much choice. Alice, K, and Dio, on the other hand, seem to have had a less pleasant round.
Hey, what the hell is your problem? You're either crazy or just an asshole.
Both! It's both! It's literally both!
Were you trying to kill me?
Yes.
No, nothing like that.
Well then, what was it like? If we'd voted Ally, I'd...
You would be dead. The needles in your bracelet would have activated, killing you.
See? That's exactly what I'm talking about. I didn't think there was any way in hell you guys would choose Ally, not with Alice's BP at 1. The only way you could possibly vote was betray. Picking Ally when I knew you guys would pick betray would have been suicide.
You can't die. You've got 6 BP.
Well, maybe not immediately, no. But I would have been signing my own death warrant. Heck, not just mine.
Heck! Oh, bro, watch your language.
Everyone except Kay's.
What?
Didn't you think it through? Your vote was always gonna be betray. Let's say I was a raving lunatic and picked Ally. What would happen to Kay's BP?
6 plus 3 would make 9.
See? Then it'd be game over. Life over. He'd open the number 9 door and blow this popsicle stand. And that'd leave us twisting in the wind, living out the rest of our miserable lives stuck in this place. You see, that's why I chose Betray. I did it to save all our necks, including yours.
Alice gritted her teeth and scowled fiercely at Dio, apparently trying to think of a rebuttal, before finally snorting indignantly and stalking away. Kay, you literally just need to say, "Oh, I will not abandon you." If I got 9, I would wait for you all to catch up to me, but I know that would be a fucking lie from your mouth. Shortly thereafter, the warehouse was filled with the rumbling sound of doors sliding shut.
The Ambidex gates have closed. Round 3 of the Ambidex game will be the Star Round.
Okay.
Star keys are required to open the gates.
Okay, I'm just a bit confused. Look. 1. Okay. 1, 2, 3. So I have yet to do... Okay, that's the secret page. Let me look at the password page. 1, 2, 3. Cool, that means I have yet to only do 3 puzzle rooms in this game. But if you look at the flow chart here, it seems like there's 2 here, and these fucking ones here seem way too long to not have any puzzle rooms in them, unless it's just so much story. So there has to be more puzzle rooms, right? More than 16?
There is no...
As many times as we want, huh? Then that means...
We can play the AB game as many times as we want.
Yes.
Right?
Hey, didn't Zero Jr. say something about this?
As soon as the gates close, your colors get all shuffled up automatically. The pair and solo assignments hop around a bit too.
Yeah, he did. Can you guys all show me your bracelets? I want to see what all our colors and groups are this time. Within moments, a series of wrists were extended for me to examine. I see. Luna and Clover are a cyan pair, Fi and Alice are a magenta pair. The remaining 3 are all solos. Kay is red, Dio is green, and I'm blue. So, Tenmyoji and Quark are a yellow pair. So how are the groups supposed to work for the next round? I think the next doors are going to be those white ones down in the Floor B warehouse.
Yeah, I heard about those.
So if I am blue, then that means I have to go with Tenmyoji and Quark.
Alice told me about them while we were here waiting for you and Clover. I think I've got them figured out.
Yeah, so lay it out for us. How are those groups going to shake out this time? Fi nodded and began to explain. Option A, Tenmyoji and Quark. There's only option A, bro. There's nothing else. Tenmyoji and Quark, yellow, pair up with me, blue, to open one door. Fi and Alice, magenta, pair up with Dio, green, to open another door. Luna and Clover, cyan, pair up with K, red, to open the last one.
Oh? Is there only one option?
Yep.
Yes, no other combinations would be able to open the secondary doors. Admittedly, Tenmyoji and Quark aren't here for us to check, but I'm sure they're the yellow pair. If they weren't, then Sigma would be stuck without anybody he could pair up with.
Oh God. I never thought I'd have to put up with Dio again.
Well, you just didn't think hard enough then. Sooner or later, everybody puts up with Dio. Wait.
Dio, that's the first funny line you've said in 15 or 17, since episode 2 basically. Since episode 2. That's the
what
first
should we do now?
smidgen of positivity I've felt towards anything you've said.
It looks like we have a lot of time until the primary doors open.
Yeah, about 80 minutes.
I'm worried about Quark's condition. Those pods can't cure Radical 6. He still needs help.
Well, we don't have anything to lose, so we might as well look for that medicine. Excelavir, right?
Let's go to the laboratory.
Yeah. What about the rest of you?
Oh, I'll help.
As will I.
Me too.
Fine.
Dio, I know you don't give a
I
shit.
guess I can help.
What about you, Sigma?
Of course I'll help. What kind of jerk wouldn't?
Okay. We should split up and search.
After some discussion, Dio and Kay were assigned to the pantry, Luna and Alice to the treatment center, and Clover, Fi, and myself to the pressure exchange chamber. Laboratory, you're not gonna find shit in any of those places.
Shall we regroup in the Floor B warehouse 10 minutes before the doors open?
Yeah, sure. We all nodded. Kate turned to Alice and Luna. Okay, when is Alice and or Luna? When are they dying? When are they gonna fucking die?
You are going to the treatment center, correct?
Yes.
Then please remember to tell Tenmyoji where we intend to meet and when.
Okay.
You must also remember to bring Quark with you. I am concerned about removing him from the pod, but it can't be helped. Without Quark's bracelet, Sigma and Tenmyoji will be unable to open the secondary door.
Right.
Good. Looks like we got all that straightened out. Let's go.
The final nod to one another, we split up, each team heading in a different direction. So this is the pressure exchange chamber.
No, this is the prep room. There are 2 levels. The actual pressure exchange chamber is downstairs.
Okay.
How do you know that?
Alice told me. She was one of the people who investigated this room.
Did you talk to her when you were waiting for us back in the warehouse?
Yeah.
Well, let's head downstairs
Good
then.
idea.
So this is the real thing.
Seems like it.
Why do they have something like this here?
Well, this is just what Alice told me, but
Apparently the pressure inside the facility was a lot higher than the pressure outside. That was part of a system designed to keep the virus from getting in. It did mean, however, that we need to go through a decompression process in order to get outside.
remember all those suits along the wall of the prep room? Those keep you from getting infected. We won't even be able to enter the pressure exchange chamber if we don't have them on.
I see. Whoa, 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 whoa. Then that newspaper article was right?
Unfortunately, that seems pretty likely.
So the air out there is teeming with Radical 6?
Yeah.
Something's been bothering me.
What is it?
Aren't you saying that if we put on those suits, we can go into the pressure exchange chamber and go outside, right?
Oh. No, we can't do that. The door beyond the pressure exchange chamber is locked up tight.
Damn it, just one door between us and
Well, if you
freedom.
look at it that way, it's the same as the number 9 door.
Okay, yeah, but...
Whatever. We need to be focusing on finding that Accelavir.
Yep.
Quark needs it.
Yeah, you're right.
I'll go look around upstairs. You two take this floor, all right?
Yeah, sure, got it.
Okay.
We looked everywhere we could think of, but turned up nothing. Eventually, I couldn't keep my mouth shut any longer. Hey, what do you think the deal is with this stuff about the world being infested with some crazy virus? Pandemic seems like it would make the news, but I don't remember hearing anything. Wait a minute, you mentioned it, didn't you? Back when Dio was asking questions? We're in the infirmary. It was right after Quark lost it.
Have any of you guys heard anything about any sort of viral pandemic?
Well, no, but...
And then Alice said,
I have heard rumors about a virus being used as a bioweapon.
So what's the rumor she was talking about? I got the feeling you and Alice were talking about the same thing. Clover, what do you know? What are you and Alice anyway? I heard you guys belong to some sort of organization, but what is it? Clover was quiet for a long time. She bit her thumbnail and looked down at the floor. Finally, she lifted her head and met my eyes.
Fine. I think I can trust you. Just don't tell Alice, okay?
I won't be telling her shit. She's the original villain of this game, the one I hated first.
Promise?
Alright, I promise. Clover nodded and began to talk. I listened with rapt attention, at a complete loss for words. Here is what she said. Alice and I are agents of the SOIS, which is under the jurisdiction of the Department of Defense. SOIS stands for Special Office of Internal Security, and we are an elite intelligence division that investigates potentially disruptive or dangerous elements, such as domestic or foreign terrorists, radical political splinter groups, and religious organizations with extreme agendas that could pose a threat to the state or citizenry. Our existence hasn't even been made public, so there are only a few people who even know we exist. You're probably wondering how I even got involved in something like that, huh? Well, it started when I met Alice. I told you that I've played the Nonuru game twice before, right? Well, this was after the second time, so about a year ago. Oh, so after me, Seven, Ace. Who was in the car? It was me, Seven, Lotus, Snake, Clover, Ace. Yeah, it was us six. Yeah, it was us six in the car. And we were driving in the desert and we saw Alice hitchhiking. We just escaped and we were all stuffed into this SUV barreling across the desert with Clover driving. I was driving. And that's when I saw her. Alice. She was standing next to the road with her thumb out. She was already working for the Source and she'd been on her way into the building we've been trapped in as part of her investigation. Okay, so she didn't just escape with us as well. Okay, I thought maybe like she was actually like in one of the sarcophagi or something like that and she also just happened to get out. But on the way there, her car had broken down. We offered to give her a ride, of course. After she got in, we started talking and it turned out that Alice had gotten a tip that the terrorists she was after were in the building we'd been trapped in. Couldn't see how us playing the Nonuru game had anything to do with the terrorists. But Alice had a suggestion. Maybe the two people who trapped you in there are the terrorists. Santa and June? I highly doubt that. That didn't seem very likely to us, but we were chasing after them anyway, so we decided to bring Alice with us. Unfortunately, we didn't find them. As far as we know, they're still out there right now on the run. Anyway, we were taken back to Soy's headquarters and put into custody. I guess I thought we had to be some sort of connection between us being kidnapped and the terrorist group we were investigating. But they must not have found anything because after a few days of questioning they let us go. We all went home and returned to our lives. Well, did you guys go home? Because you guys were in Japan. You guys all lived in Japan and then you guys got fucking like kidnapped to America, to Nevada. So did you all fly back to Japan? Because it seems like a bunch of you stayed in America and fucking started working for the government. But things didn't go back to the way they'd been. My mom got real worried about me and my brother since we'd gotten kidnapped twice now, so she hired bodyguards for us. Oh, I haven't told you about my brother, have I? He's super awesome for one, and he was in both of the last two Nonuru games too. So anyway, we'd been grabbed twice, but the people behind the two Nonuru games were totally different. That didn't matter to my mom though, so after that all these huge men in black suits followed me and my brother everywhere. It was awful. We were always being watched. People would look at us funny because we were being followed around by a bunch of creepy looking guys. I couldn't stand it. Just when I thought I'd finally be free, all that was waiting for me was another kind of prison. The only time I was really happy was when I was hanging out with my brother. So we were talking it over one day and we decided to leave. Like, run away. So we did it. After that, we lived on our own. I worked in a cafe and he composed music. Oh, that's sweet. He plays the harp and he started writing this kind of new agey music. It got kind of popular, so he didn't have to worry too much about surviving. Sometimes he'd play at little venues like coffee houses and stuff, and his fans would show up and listen to him play and cry. Or some of them would meet on their own and recite stuff from the book he'd written and play his songs. I know that sounds kind of like weird and culty, but they just do that stuff on their own, okay? My brother doesn't have anything to do with it. Anyway, we did that for a while, and then one day Alice showed up. I need your help, she told us. We need people who can do what you can do. We went to the location she gave us, and it turned out to be the headquarters of the Source where they'd taken us after the second Nonuru game. Put us in a room with about a dozen or so other people who were all about the same age as us. A bunch of them looked familiar too. It only took us a moment to realize how we knew each other. They were the kids from the first Nonuru game. We were all excited to see each other again. We were hugging and shaking hands and stuff, so all the espers. And then Alice walked in. The whole room went quiet. She walked up to the podium and looked around the room, making eye contact with each one of us. Right now, a terrorist organization is preparing for a major attack. They plan to trigger a viral pandemic. If they succeed, they will strike a massive blow against all of humanity, not just any one country. It's possible that we as a species will die out completely. We are doing our best to prevent this, but we need your help. You are what we call espers. You have the ability to access the morphogenetic field. We need that. I'm guessing you don't know what any of this is, but basically we can do this thing that's kind of like telepathy. I mean, it isn't really telepathy, but that's probably the closest thing, okay? Telepathy, telepathy, I don't know. Espers can resonate their consciousness with another person through this thing called the morphogenetic field. The purpose of the first Nonuru game was to research that ability, so they kidnapped kids who had the potential to do it and threw them into the game. Alice had gathered up all the kids from that experiment. It had been 9 years since it happened, so we weren't really kids anymore. Anyway, everybody she'd brought in was an Esper. That included me and my brother, of course. I bet you think I'm just making all this up, huh? I don't blame you. It is pretty crazy. I mean, I was even starting to forget I could do that stuff. So when I heard Alice's story, I was like, screw that. I was trying to move on with my life, and now some shady government creeps wanted me to use some weird ability I had for them? No way. I wasn't even sure I could do it anymore. Some of the others felt differently though, and they told Alice they'd do it. It was a job after all, and most people wouldn't turn down a salary like that. Oh right, I forgot to tell you, she told us how much they'd pay if we helped. It was a lot, more wealth than you can imagine. But I was still totally against doing it. My brother told me he'd go along with whatever I decided, so I decided we were leaving. A couple days passed, and then Alice showed up at our apartment. She didn't waste time. The people behind the first Onurubu game might have been part of the terrorist organization Alice and the Sois were after. Wasn't that, she asked, something that I might want to know more about? That got me curious. Maybe they're lying to them and just want them to get more interested so they can use them for their Esper abilities. Oh, that would piss me off. That got me curious. My brother too. But the clincher was that 7 was what 7 said to us. He was one of the other guys that got abducted with us for the second Onurubu game. She called him on her phone right then and there and handed it to us. You guys are the only people who can do this. We don't know where Junpei is. He's gone off to travel the world looking for Akane. I haven't been able to get a hold of him. Please, just do me a favor and help Alice out. Junpei equals like 7, another participant from the second Onurubu game, or Tenmyoji. Akane equals one of the people behind the second Onurubu game, or the old lady dead in the infirmary. 7 was a Japanese policeman, which was probably how Alice got in touch with him. Anyway, that did it. My brother and I agreed to join the Sois. For the next couple months, all we did was train. Half of the time was general knowledge and technical skills and Sois engine needed, and the other half was learning to strengthen our Esper abilities. They'd actually known about Espers for quite a while and had a lot of techniques that helped us get better and stronger. After several months of hard work, we were finally ready for our first field missions. Mine was an infiltration. My brother stayed at the base so I could relay information back through him. I was supposed to sneak into a research facility posing as one of the workers, and then use the morphogenetic field to transmit what I found back to my brother. But everything went wrong. It was a trap. The whole research facility was a fake, and I got captured. Alice had to come and rescue me. I'd been sending information about the inside of the facility to my brother, and Alice used that information to come and find me. Sorry, excuse me. As soon as she got there, she picked me up and carried me out. I was relieved and happy to be alive and free, but I also felt ashamed and miserable. While she was carrying me back out, I started to cry. She was just so cool and I wasn't. I wanted to be just like her, so from that day onward I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Our infiltration ended in failure, but we did manage to get something useful. In fact, we were able to figure out where their headquarters were. She says, look, I'm not trying to sound creepy or whatever, it's just like, she says, I did everything I could to be more like Alice. Is that the reason why she also dresses like such openly now? Like Alice is fucking dressed with literally just a necklace covering her tits? That's it, she only has a piece of jewelry over her boobs and an open jacket and like a micro skirt, nothing else. Is that why Clover dresses like that as well, to be more like her? The directors decided that December 25th, 2028 would be the day we would strike. This time I promised myself we wouldn't screw it up. I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me Jesus Christ. I was finally going to get some answers about something that would... Why can't I read? Why can't I read? I was finally going to get some answers about something that had been with me for most of my life. But then on December 22nd, 3 days before the raid, Alice and I were attacked by people in gas masks. While we were going over our plans. Not just as 1 0, many 0. And when you woke up, you were in the warehouse? Yeah. All of that talking seemed to have tired Clover out. She sighed and her long hair swayed as she moved. Hey, I've got a few questions. Well, first off, your powers, I guess. I'm guessing you can't use them right now.
Yeah, I'm not really sure why. I've been sending my brother messages ever since I woke up, but...
A response? He's dead, bro. He's fucking dead. And doesn't it only work one way?
Yeah. If there was another Esper here, they could make me stronger. But that's just wishful thinking.
Well, no. What if Sigma is the strongest Esper here?
Wait.
What?
Well, if there's someone else who's stronger than me, then they kind of absorb my powers.
Yes, Sigma. Sigma is the strongest Esper here.
Maybe... No, never mind. That's probably not...
Right, whatever. Or maybe it's Tenmyoji who's the strongest Esper here. I have some other questions, so moving on. I think I understand what Alice was talking about now. They were trying to spread that virus, right? Okay, so who are they?
Well, I can't tell you that.
Are they, Free the Soul? What? Why not? Told me all that other stuff, but this is too much?
Well, Alice would be mad at me.
I already told you I wouldn't tell her.
But...
Please, fine, let me rephrase. When are they going to do
Well,
it?
if we knew that, we wouldn't have gone to all that trouble.
So you don't know?
No.
Okay.
All we know is soon.
But that could mean just about anything.
Yeah.
That's the problem, Sigma. That's literally what they're trying to solve.
It could be next week or next month or even next year. Or it could have happened already.
Wait, you mean they might have already released the virus? Yes.
Wouldn't that make the most sense? Like, how about this room? Or that newspaper article? And the 3 people who were put in cold sleep.
Are you saying you, me, and Alice were frozen and the pandemic happened while we were on ice? Okay, now that makes so much more sense. You, me, Clover, and Alice. Okay, no. Maybe Phi. I never considered that Phi could also be part of the post-apocalyptic world. Wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Nobody else has heard of Radical 6 either.
Maybe they're lying.
Really? All 6 of them?
Well, if Kay really does have memory loss, then it's only 5. Quark is out too.
So you're saying Tenmyoji, Dio, Phi, and Luna are all lying? Actually, yes! Yes, actually, wait, no, this makes sense! This really makes sense! Kay has memory loss. He doesn't count. Quark is out. There's only 4. Dio, we know he's lying. Dio is because he's part of Free the Soul. You know he's not telling the fucking truth. Tenmyoji, we also know he's hiding shit. He knows the truth. He's also hiding it. Okay. That only leaves Phi and Luna. Luna is has a medical license. She's like a doctor of some sort. I don't fucking know. She knew about Excelivia existing, which is like at least 10 years after 2028. At least 10 years after that. So she knows about this. Maybe she's lying as well in order to like do some sort of experiment. And Phi, I mean, knows about fucking... Well, she doesn't. She knows everything, as that thing in the security room said. But also, like, has like abilities and shit of her own. And like she knows about like being able to jump through time, so maybe she's hiding it as well so that we don't find out. No, yeah, all of them have a reason to lie and all of them could be lying. I guess they're a little suspicious. Right? And what's their motive?
For lying?
I don't know, maybe they're... Okay, I'm gonna use a specific word, and it's a very bad word, but it's the best word I can think of. Maybe they're grooming us, or maybe just Sigma, or like, by us I mean me, Clover, and Alice. Maybe they're grooming Sigma, Clover, and Alice to do something, to achieve something. I don't know what, just to fix whatever's happening.
How would I know?
And what's the motive for a terrorist organization to start a pandemic?
I heard it was something about purifying the unclean.
Yeah, Dio told us. Purifying the unclean?
Oh, unclean.
What? What are you doing?
Shut up! Just hold on a minute. I'm this close to remembering. Unclean, clean, een.
She leapt up, suddenly excited. One in Afrikaans. Ian.
Neo-stigmine.
Oh. Neo what?
Did you forget it already?
The thing in the injection gun.
I'm talking about this stuff.
As she spoke, she pulled something out of her pocket. It was the injection gun, complete with a vial of medication. Oh, right, I remember that. It was in a safe in the treatment center, right? I didn't have any idea what it was, though, so I gave it to you.
Exactly.
Are you saying you've heard about this neostigmine stuff before?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just remembered.
You
My
remembered?
brother told me about that. Neostigmine is a type of cholinesterase inhibitor. That means it's a sort of antidote for tubocurarine.
Yes! Did we unlock? Oh, which one is it? Is it this one, right? We haven't unlocked it yet. Sorry, but I still don't get
How
it.
easy do I have to make it? Ugh. Okay, fine. I'll start at the top, alright? The stuff I've got in here is neostigmine, which counteracts the muscle relaxant tubocurarine. Following me?
Tubocurarine is the poison in our bracelets, right?
Right. It's the second thing we get injected with if we're penalized.
First is the Zobaril, which puts you to sleep. 9 minutes later, the tubocurarine is injected, numbing your respiratory muscles. I guess you could say it'll really take your breath away.
So you're saying this neostigmine keeps it from working?
Yes! Oh my god, how many times are you gonna make me
Sigma,
say
you're
it?
smarter than us. You really are. Why are you being dumb right now? So we can just inject ourselves with this if we get penalized?
Yeah.
But we only have one dose.
We don't have to die. We're gonna be okay. We can only pull the trigger once, though.
Ooh. That means you can only use it on one person. Well, it's still good news. This means one of us can break the rules once. Oh, this one's unlocked. What, not this one? Why is this one unlocked? Huh? We can only save one of them, bro. Like, let's see.
The best way to use it would be for sneaking through the number 9 door. If
Good,
somebody
good.
gets 9 points, they can open it, right? With this stuff, somebody who doesn't have 9 points could still leave with them.
Ah.
I'm gonna go tell Alice.
What? Hey, Clover, wait! Clover! It was too late. Clover was already on the lift and gone. Damn. I think, understandably upset. No stairs, my only choice was to wait for the lift to come back down. As soon as it was back, I jumped on and headed upstairs. Bye! Where did Clover go? Bye. Bye, you have Radical 6. Bye, please. You're my only friend here. You're like the only one I actually properly trust. Please don't have Radical 6. Bye, can you hear me? She didn't say anything, she just stared at me with her mouth half open. Her eyes seemed slightly glazed and her body was unnaturally stiff. Fi? I grabbed her shoulder and shook her gently. Slowly she raised her arm, fingers drooping limply from it. She gestured toward the exit that led away from the warehouse. That way? She went out that door? Fi's only answer was a slow, shallow nod. Right, got it. Thanks. I headed for the exit then paused. You look pretty tired. Get some rest, alright? Still no response. There was something odd about it, but catching Clover seemed like more of a priority. I turned back around and jogged out the door toward the treatment center. Oh, don't leave Fi. I don't want Fi to die. I really don't. She's the only one I properly trust in this whole game. Has anything bad happened in here since we left? And we're gonna just walk into a room full of corpses or something? It's empty. Huh? This is weird. Where is everybody? I'd assumed Alice would be in the treatment center, so Clover would have gone there to find her, but... Room was empty. Luna and Temioji were gone too. They'd left Quark and the readout on his pod said his vital signs were still normal. As far as I could tell, he was still asleep. Fine, guess it's time to go look somewhere else. Made my way out of the treatment center. crew quarters. You have to go to the crew quarters. Yep. Oh. Okay. And on the last one we check, we see... What the hell? What is going on here? I can't find anybody. Every single room is empty. Wait, there's still one place I haven't checked. The infirmary. Did you check all the rooms in the crew quarters, bro? I thought I only saw you check 3. I really thought I only saw you check 3. What are we gonna find, infirmary? Please nothing scary. Please nothing scary. I ran into a room and stopped short. Might as well have run into a brick wall. My chest tightened so much I could barely breathe. No! What? What happened? I felt my whole body convulse, either from terror or nausea, I couldn't tell. My legs went limp and I crumpled to the floor. Something sticky pressed against the palm of my hand and I looked down to see the blood. A vast warm pool of fresh blood stretching out across the room, lapping at my legs and hands. Why? This can't be real. How could... What? How many people are dead? I'm gonna close my curtain real quick. Just give me a second. Whoop-de-doo, no nighttime abyss for me. Thank you very much. In the middle of the... Jesus, no, dude, this is the biggest shock I've experienced in this game so far. What the fuck is this? What happened? Wasn't Fi? No, not Fi. Fi was like the one constant I thought I could always rely on. I don't want Fi to get hurt. Not Fi. But still, what the fuck happened here? And Fi was literally just in the room. What happened? How long have I been out? Wasn't I only running around for like 3 or 4 minutes? In the middle of the lake of blood, like an island of flesh, were bodies. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless... Dude, I was so... Look, literally, this timeline I was actually getting so happy that nobody had died yet, and now suddenly everybody's fucking dead. Literally all of them. They were a bloody tangle of lifeless limbs and dead eyes with too much blood and chaos for me to tell who was who. Had they sliced themselves open or stabbed one another? I couldn't tell. All the blood, too much blood. Whatever they'd done, it was clear there what tool they'd used to do it. The scalpel lay in the blood next to them, its handle and blade streaked with gore. This was how they died, this tiny blade. Where's Kay? Kay and Cork are the only ones left alive. Oh god. This is it. It's all over. This is how it ends. That's right. I have to end it. This nightmare will finally be over. Time to wake up. No. Sigma, don't give in to the Radical 6. My fingers scraped across the floor as I picked up the scalpel. I lifted it slowly, carefully to my neck as if someone were guiding my hand with theirs. And drew it across my throat. Ah, no, fuck, no. Ah, fuck. Radical 6. Fuck. What ending is that? What kind of fucking ending is that? Which ending is that? The Clover ending? Oh, that's the fucking Clover ending? I guess, yeah. Okay, so with every character's ending, we get a big info dump, non-voiced info dump about them. Okay, cool. So Tenmyoji ending was a long info dump about Tenmyoji. This one was about Clover. In the Dio ending, we got one about Dio. And that's why I'm thinking with Kay, that one ending we learned about Kay's past, we reached a lock, but I think if we keep going, we're going to reach Kay's ending. That's the fucking Clover. Dude, the Clover ending is so bad. It's so bad. That's the worst one yet. Clover, you're a monster. It's just like the Axe ending. Why are all the endings specific to you end with everybody in a bloody fucking mess? Jesus Christ, I was expecting this path. I was expecting it to branch down like, oh, here we go. Because that's what I assumed. Everything was fine. Everything honestly looked peachy. It looked so peachy. Everything looked so fine. No one was dead. Alice was alive. She's usually the first to go. Alice was alive. Luna was alive. Tenmyoji, Quark, everyone was there. Kay is missing. Kay is missing from the scene. Kay is missing from the scene. Can I go back there, please? Can I please go back there?
What did you choose, Sigma?
Okay, it's this far back. Never fucking mind. Never fucking mind. I'm not going force-voting all the way. I didn't see K there, did I? K, okay, that makes me really sus of K. For the first time in this game, like, I'm actually getting really, really suspicious of K. Like, I knew he's betrayed me in the past, but I was never, like, actually thinking he was evil or something. But now I am thinking he is. Maybe, no, wait. Maybe the fucking suit makes him immune to Radical 6 or something. Either way, that's the first episode, that's the first ending we got in which we just succumbed to Radical 6. Jesus Christ. That's terrifying. It was so easy, like, we didn't even get the information slowing down thing. Or did we? Maybe as Sigma was running around, maybe everything was passing by so quickly. Maybe that's why everything happened. Like we were running around thinking it's been like 2 minutes, but then by the time we reached the fucking infirmary, it's actually been like, I mean, it can't be longer than 80 minutes, you know? Jesus Christ, that ending is the most like, Dio's ending, we went on outside and shit like that. Temyoji's ending was good as well, but that ending right there, that's one's the most intriguing one for me yet. There's so much shit, oh my god. Anyway, I think it's time to end the episode there, guys. That was certainly something. I'm going to, next episode, we're going to be going back and betraying Quark. I am not looking forward to it. I really am not. It's gonna make me feel like shit. Either way, everybody, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.